Good morning, everyone. So I have Lily right here, and this morning we are going to do grooming. So this is how I upkeep them. Sometimes it's easier for me to just use some scissors. Let's see, okay. Sometimes it's easier for me to just use some scissors to like keep the eye area nice and clean. But since I ordered this from Amazon, I want to go ahead and give it a try. Let me see if I can move this a little bit away from her. So let's go ahead and see if it's still charged. Oh, sorry, she got scared. And the reason I have her on a chair is because it's a smaller area and that way she won't go everywhere or try to run away. This one right here is supposed to be for like the eye area. So let's go ahead and try that. So we'll go ahead and remove that one. And I'll just put it here. Let's see. Okay. It did come with some pieces where I can use to protect her eye. This is not gonna harm her. Actually, even if I use it like that, it's okay. But if there is if I want to keep it a little bit longer, there is a small piece for that. See, a small piece. Let's go ahead and try it like this first and see how it goes. She gets scared. Okay, let me see if I can put her face up here. So I'm just gonna get her used to it. She does go to the groomer, so she might be used to the sound. This is actually the first time that I use something like this on her. I've always used the scissors. So my main goal is to cut this hair right in between her eye. Because after a while it makes her look like it's, I don't know if you can see, but it looks like it's growing. Let me see if she lets me. Good girl, that's good girl. Good girl, that's good girl. Good girl. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this thing right here will protect her as well. And right now I don't feel too confident using it because she's flinching a little bit. So let's try this. Let's see, how do I put this one on? You don't have to use something like this to maintenance your dog, like to keep your dog looking nice. You can always use the scissors, and I'll use the scissors here later because Mila, she will not let me do this at all. I think maybe King will let me use this more than she will. And I'm just kind of holding this a way that is more natural for me, more comfortable. Let me see if she lets me. I don't want to kind of force her because I don't want her to get scared of the sound. Because then the groomer's going to be like, what did you do at home that she doesn't want me to do her hair? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's just too loud. I will use this for like the body. I think it'll be easier than the face. The face is always so tricky. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, see, I do have a little bit, but it's just too much for them sometimes. You have to always be patient, you know. Alrighty, it's okay. Good girl. You're doing good. Good girl. All right. Yeah, at this point she's a little bit too excited, too nervous. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab her a little bit more sturdy so I can do this area. Okay, good girl. That's it, good girl. Good girl. Let me see, Lily. Good girl. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to like actually do it with scissors for her. Like if you have a dog that is not letting you do it, most likely a lot of us do. Let's see. So they did add some scissors here, like this. It's really easy to use this right here instead of that. And you're gonna go ahead and grab your Yorkie like that, hold it, and I don't know if you can see, it's like this is too close. Okay, let's see. All right, so, all right, Lily, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So how I do it, usually, I point the scissors going this way like that, like in an X, and then the other side the same way. So I'm kind of focused on doing that right now. I'm not sure if you can see it because I'm recording with my phone. There you go. Let me see if I can do this. So I'm trying to get this hair right here that is too long. So like that. So I did it on an X. And it's going to look super cute because it's not going to cover her eye anymore. Let's see the other side. I will have to move her this way. Okay, Lily. Good girl. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Yeah. And I like to take the scissor all the way up so it can also cut her eye area, like her eyebrow area, like this area. I think Uni would probably be the easiest one to do for me. And this is like normal, like most dogs are not gonna be like super happy to get this done. So you have to be very patient. And I mean, the groomers, they definitely have a different type of skill for sure, you know, because they can do it in an hour. Good girl. Okay, let me see. All right, so I'm gonna cut it a little bit shorter right here. Like it takes me days to do their nails, like one nail a day. So no worries there, you know, whatever works for you, as long as your dog is not scared, doesn't get scared at the end, because we don't want to give them a bad experience. I don't know if you can see her face now. You can see her eyes. And then I have also some shears right here. So this one right here is like, if it looks so like sharp like that, you can just go on top. And kind of just blend everything in like that. Let's see. Okay, cute. I'm gonna do this area she lets me. And like I said, you have to take your time because I'm not a professional. I'm sure you guys are not professionals either. So you just have to be very patient, you know. Right, Pumpkin? I used to have some scissors that were round, so I was able to do like the little beer. But now I don't, because you go next, King. King is like next to me. Like it's my turn. On the beer area, they don't like it for some reason, so I have to be really fast. And the only thing I do here is just making it, you know how it curves a little bit like that? I don't like that because it gets on their food. So I like to kind of shorten it a little bit more. So for that, I have to do it really fast. So, and it might look like I'm holding her head really hard, but I'm actually not. Like I'm just pulling her ears a little bit so she doesn't hear a lot of the noise. Oh, hold on. And like I said, you have to be careful because, like, you know, you're working with pointy scissors. And another thing I do to like make them look nice is their ears, like that. Hair is going everywhere because right now I don't have the trash can next to me. But see how it looks like really out of shape over here? I just grab it and I like to put my fingers like that, so that way I know for a fact it's not touching their ear at all. And then I just cut it. And if you want it pointy, like hers is a little bit round, if you wanted to do it pointy, you can. You just do the same thing, like, and point it. Like I'm pointing it down that way now. And I'm pointing the other side. Usually for the ears, thank you, King, he left. Usually for the ears, it's a little bit easier, you know, especially if they have long hair. And this is something I like to do just in between like grooming, because they go every 3 months, every 4 months, depending if I have money for them, because it is expensive. My main concern when I look at them, it's like, okay, how are their nails? Are their nails too long? Then if they are, then I immediately take them, you know. But if their nails are not too long, then I just keep grooming them for a little bit like this. Or if I start noticing like their hair starts looking really choppy, then I start taking them. I had a lady, she said one day, do you take your dogs grooming? Like I was walking them. And I was like, yeah, I do, but sometimes I do their grooming. And then she said, did you just recently cut their hair? I can tell. I was like, yeah, I did. So hopefully that wasn't like a bad thing, you know, like she was just saying it to be like mean. But you know, sometimes like money has to be allocated to other things, you know, and they do eat healthy and they have the best treats. And to me, that's the main priority. Right, baby? That's the main priority. But they do go and get groomed. Okay, so when I'm looking at them, what else I can do? I like to look at their tail. So her tail is actually a good length right now. Sometimes it can grow and it drags on the floor. And so she's just wiping the floor, cleaning the floor for me, which I appreciate. But then she sleeps with me, so I don't want her tail to be, you know, looking or feeling dirty. So when I do the tail, I like to to use the shears because I want it to look nice. So I go like that. And this is actually really fun to do. Like cutting their hair is actually really fun. Because you're like, look at them, you're like, oh, I cut your hair, you know? Until someone is like, yeah, I can tell you cut their hair. But it's fun, you know. This part right here, I'm leaving it like that because I'm going to put a hair tie on her in a little bit. Let's see what else I can show you guys that I do. So when it comes to her paws, she is a little bit fluffy. Like if you can see, her hair is different. It's very fluffy. So I could cut it shorter, but I'm not going to do that right now. Her paws are okay. I can still see her little paw area. However, like whenever she's sleeping, that's when I go with the scissors and I cut a little bit here, a little bit there. But right now, what I can do, so whenever her paws are down, you can see there is a little hair already, like that I can cut around her paw area like this. So when I do her paw, I always grab the hair that is outside like that, because I just want to make sure that I do not touch any of her, you know, actual body or getting close there. So like that, and it looks cute. And you can see a difference. That one looks better than that one, right? So see how that hair falls here? I don't know if you guys can see because I can't see myself. Okay, right there. Okay, so see, that one looks like not nice, and this one looks more rounder. So I'm just gonna do the other side. And I'm sorry if I'm not showing you. I can't see my phone right now. It's kind of dark. So I'm hoping that you guys can see me. Hi, Lizzie. How are you? How's the live on YouTube going for you? You guys, Lizzie used to be on YouTube, I mean on TikTok, and TikTok is getting supposedly banned. That is the rumors. Look at her, she's falling asleep. That is the rumors that I'm hearing. So Lizzie comes from over there, and we've been friends from TikTok. All right, so I'm gonna leave her like that. Her hair is getting all frizzy because I'm touching her. So okay, an ideal time I will do her ears, and you guys are gonna get kind of spooked out because I'm using some Q-tips here. But I'm gonna show you what I do with the Q-tips. Okay, so this right here is an enzyme ear solution. I don't use it often, but when I clean their ears, it's maybe like every 2 or 3 weeks. And I use a little bit of this on the cotton, like that, because it has the enzyme. So it's normal for dogs to get a little bit of yeast on their ear over time, and that's normal. So I don't poke this in their ear. Okay, if you don't know how to use, or you're scared, or your dog moves a lot, don't do it, don't use it. But what I like to do, they have a little crease like right here, and that's what I clean, just right there, right there. And her ears are clean right now because I like to always look at them, but sometimes I look, and ideally I'll put it on the other side too. I never use the same Q-tip side. I never use this side on the other side. I like to keep it all separate. So let me see if I can show you guys a little bit more clear here. So like I said, you're not poking this in there, okay? You're just going over here on the little creases outside. See how there is like already white stuff? So I believe that this white stuff is probably gonna turn dark if I leave it there. So that's all I do, okay? I don't go in there and try to get deep. If her ears is purging, you will see like dark stuff. That is over yeast. So you want to go ahead and clean it. And if your dog moves a lot, you can use this, because the ear is pushing out what it doesn't need, what it has extra of. And so you can just, wiggle it in there, clean the ear, do the other side. Like that. Lily, you are looking so cute. Let me see if I can get this thing shorter. All right, let's see, Pumpkin. Hold on. Good girl. No? So when I want to keep my dog stable, I like to grab from right here, because oftentimes they don't want to pull back so fast because it's pulling. So for her, I do let her pull back, but she doesn't do it as fast. And that gives me control of the scissors too, as well, to like move him away, because I can feel when she's pulling. But I'm not going to do that area right now because she's not wanting to do it. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just have to take time and not push things, because maybe during the daytime she will let me cut that area. And I'm not her groomer, so I don't mind it. I'm just keeping everything nice and clean. And actually, some groomers don't like when we go and, cut their body. They can tell. But in this case, all I'm doing, I'm just straightening here, because she has a little bit of hair like that is long right here. So I'm just straightening it a little bit. See, just a little bit, just to make it look just sharper, like she just went to the groomer. Like that, just a little bit, Don't get carried away because it is kind of fun to do. Right, Lily? Oh, I'm sorry. Your dog gets ear infections a lot. You know what's good is I really like this. I don't know if you have used it, but this actually works for them. And it's normal for them to get ear infections. Well, not necessarily ear infections, but it's normal for them to get over yeast. If your dog is getting a lot of ear infections, it might be the food that she's eating. She might be allergic to the food. So just make sure that her food doesn't have corn. Try to stay away from like, sometimes you gotta play with their food. Some dogs do really good with grains and some don't. So that's something to look for. But you have one and your dog is little. You should feed them primal. Okay, so now we go to the back area. This part right here is fun. Maybe not for a lot of people, but for me it is because if I clean this area, when they go poopy, poop doesn't get stuck on their butt. So let's see. So hers is overdue. Like right now she's pooping, she get poop on her butt because of the hair that is there. So what I like to do, I use the scissors. Of course, you can use the clippers, but for me, it's just been super easy to use the scissors, and the clippers are good. But like I said, not everybody's good with them. Mines are not used to the clippers anymore. They used to have one, and I used to use it on Lily when she was little. So here, I just cut whatever is like, you know, poking out like the hair, because I don't want to get too touchy in that area. But I do this like, like that. And I try to get, I'm paying attention, okay? I'm paying attention. I like to do the X right there. All right. See how much hair we took? I don't know if you can see it, but that's a lot of hair. And that's it with Lily. So her face looks good. Her face looks good. We cut her tail. We trim a little bit here. We trim a little bit of the paws. I didn't do the back paws because they look fine to me. The hair is still going up except this one right here. So maybe I'll just do that. Oh, I pull it. Sorry. Okay. I always tell my dogs sorry, like if they're gonna say, "Oh, you're fine." Silent means consent, right, Lily? Yeah. Lily, do you want a hair tie? Look, I have a lot of hair ties for them. You want a hair tie? Yeah. Let's see. And different people put their hair ties different. This is how I do mine. Just, you know, turning it around there. And let's see, pumpkin. Let's go up here. Just like that. And I like to make it loose so it's not tight. It looks tight, but it's not, okay? And something I like to pay attention to here that I'm noticing is her ears. You see how her hair falls down like that? Sometimes, like when dogs have long hair, they don't have air. Their ear can get moisty, and that's what causes ear infections as well. So for her, I'm just gonna cut it a little bit short right here on her ear area. And I'm gonna do this other side right here. The other Yorkies are quiet. They're like trying to be invisible right now. They do not want to be groomed or anything. Okay, so that's shorter, so I need to make this one a little bit more shorter. You're doing really good, Lily. Good job. Good job. Look how cute you look. Yeah, you look so pretty. You look so pretty. Let's show them how you look, Pumpkin. Look, you guys, she looks so cute. Lily, you look so pretty. Oh my goodness, look, you look so fluffy. So, for my other dogs, I have this brush works really good for them. But for Lily, I gotta use this one because she has really fluffy hair. She's almost like a doodle. Like, so I like to use this part right here or this other part to brush her hair. The other brush won't go through her hair, and I'll show you how it feels and looks. See, it just pulls her hair. And that's one thing, if you start brushing your dog and you're pulling the hair, they are not going to like it, and they're gonna hate brushing their hair in the future. And we do not want that. Basically, patience is the game here. Patience, patience is going to win the race. Let's brush her hair right in the front. And I can do this for 2 or 3 hours. Just take my time with one of them. And then I can take my time with King. I definitely take my time with Mila, because Mila is the wild child. Thank you, Lizzie. Yeah, this one right here, she's a little chunky, but she actually looks really like thick, but she's so tiny. It's just all hair. All right, Lily, can you shake it for me? Shake it. Shake your body. Shake it. She's done, you guys. This is a long time for her to be on the table. Usually I'm only doing like the eyes and that's it, and then I take a break with them, and then I grab the other one and I do the eyes. And then another day I do their ears, like clean the ears. Another day I might do just the paws. Another day I might just do like the butts, So always takes time. Always take your time with them. Say bye, Lily. Bye. You see how she looks now? She looks different now. She looks better. I can see your eyes now. You guys want to see King? Yeah, she's a tiny baby. Let me go and get King. King should be a little bit easier. Let's see if he lets me use the clippers. Come here, King. Oh, you guys are so cute. Okay, they're all just like really quiet. Okay, so here's King. King, say hi. So here's how he looks. He doesn't have a lot of hair because I do keep up with him on these areas. So, because he gets a lot of like dusties on his eyes, so I just like to keep him nice and clear so I can see when his eyes are dirty, so that way I can rinse him up. But see, this right here is what I don't like right here. And so, King, he loves being brushed. So I kind of brush it up so that way it's poking out. And it might look like I'm pressing his head or I'm grabbing them a little bit strong, but they can move around because I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not putting a lot of pressure, and there's no need to put a lot of pressure. It's all about the flow. Right, King? It's all about the flow. He does like to be brushed, and this brush is really good for his coat style. It just goes smoothly through his body. So King is actually the dad of Lily, the one we just had. So I don't know where she got all that fluffy hair. King, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Yeah, tear stains suck. I don't like them either. It's always so extra whenever they have it. And King tends to get that a lot. So I'm not going to use the protection clip on this one because I want to get close to right there. Sometimes he lets me. Good boy, King. Oh, good boy. And you know, you don't have to put pressure on this. You just do it slightly, like very lightly. And see how he's letting me do it? With Lily, she wasn't. So I just introduced it to her, and then she didn't like it. I moved on. I let that for the groomer to take care of it. But King is letting me, so I'm just going through it. And like I said, I'm not putting a lot of pressure. I'm just kind of sliding it on there. And that's as much as I am going to do. See, it's safe though. It's not going to cut you either. I used to think that it was going to like harm me or something. So I was always like scared to use the clippers. But actually, they're pretty safe. Look how he looks now. He looks way good. So I do that, and I always go back and I get closer. And with King, I can get closer because he lets me. He's a good boy. And remember, guys, we like to do that on an X, like X style, like that. And then we'll do this other side, like in the X style as well. And you can get closer with the clippers if your dog lets you. It's just that I don't like too close. I like it to look fluffy right there. Right, King? And I think it's been about a week that I cut this area. But this is how I do it. Like I just push it back, push it forward a little bit like that. And you see how it's bending a little bit? I cut that. I'm trying to keep my hand away from the camera, so forgive me if I look dumb. You gotta forgive me there because I'm just trying to keep my hands away from the camera. Okay, so now it looks a little bit sharp. You go back with your shears. Okay, and shears, you can clip them like that, or you can cut and slide like that. Good boy, King. See, this side looks good, this side's a little bit too much. So I'm gonna go like that. And I learned this from like watching videos. This is actually what the groomers do with them as well. And I always like to cut this area right here. See, he's a husband already cut there. Hold on, Kingy. Good boy. It's normal for them to want to, you know, move away. It's normal. I don't know. Sometimes people have really good dogs, you know. Not saying the King is not, but that they like getting groomed. That's none of mine's. Always point the scissors away from their eye. I know I was a little bit pointing that way, but I like to always point it out. It's always good to be safe, you know. Like, always good to be safe than sorry. There you go. Pull this one forward. Hold on, King. Good boy. Okay. Oh man, are you guys even able to see this? I just checked my camera. It looks like way off. Oh, good boy. So for King's ears, it's a little bit easier for him. There's hair everywhere right now. Okay, so for King's ear, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of hair right here. And usually to make it look nice and sharp, he doesn't have a lot, it's not very long. So I am able to see. And on Lily, I was able to do that, but he has really short hair. So I'm able to see, but I'm still using this finger to kind of make that barrier. Because his hair is actually short on his ear, this part right here wouldn't be necessary if you're doing that to your puppy. So this over here, we're just gonna round it a little bit. Okay, let me see the other side, King. You're such a good boy, King. And let's see his back paws. I'll just do a little bit of his back paws right here. Not much. I like to keep up with them so they're not always too messy. Sometimes they do get a little messy because their hair is naturally goes everywhere, so it's not like it's gonna be straight. But I do keep him a little bit trim like this. I'll just trim a little bit like that, like a tree, you know, like a tree outside that you want to trim the branches a little bit, just like that. And King is good, so you don't have to. If you have a good dog, this should be fun. Hey, these are the new scissors. They don't have a lot of um, sharpness, I feel like. Maybe I'm not using them the right way. There you go. All right, and we're here in the back. So he has actually a small tail. So I'm just gonna grab here the little hair on his tail. And let's see if he will stand up. Let's see. So because he has a small tail, you can actually hold their tail like that. And just remember, you don't have to press anything in there, just whatever you can see. I'll do this side like that. So I could get closer there, but I'm not going to do that right now because he's not letting me do it. Like he keeps moving, covering himself. So I want to. Oh, thank you. Yeah, King, he's well behaved. King is actually 7 years old. He is getting up there, right, King? You're turning into an old man. Can you stop? Can you stop aging? Hmm? Can you stop aging, King? You good boy. So King ears actually look pretty clean because I cleaned them the other day, but he still have a little bit of dark, like I can see it in there. You see that? But I don't like to, like I said, I don't like to use the cotton things too deep in there. I'm using a dry one because I see a dry spot right here. So this right here is a little bit dry, so I'm just using a little. It's just dry. But yeah, that was King, you guys. This was really nice and easy. Sometimes this part right here is really hard for me to do because they do move a lot. And last time I took him to the groomer, he had the middle hair right here, like a little arch. And I told the groomer not to cut him on the middle. And they did. And unfortunately, that takes such a long time to grow. So it just looks like this now, like just a flat thing. But they cut his hair, so I wish they didn't. But yeah, this is how King looks now. I think I need to make this part more shorter. Oh, okay. Not too bad, King. Good boy, King. You're such a good boy. Let's check your teeth, how they're doing. Okay, we need to brush teeth today. All right, we need to brush teeth today. King, can I get paw? Can you give me paw? King, can you give me paw? Hmm? Can I get paw? King, paw? Can I get a smile? Can you smile? Can you smile? Smile. Sit. He was about to sit. He doesn't like to sit on this surface. Give me paw. Can I get paw? Good boy. This is a good boy. It was nice doing business with you. You can go now. Okay, so we're going to grab Uni. Uni. Good girl. Alright, so here's Uni. Uni, she is very calm and she lets me do a lot of things, but I don't know if she's gonna let me use the clippers on her. And her hair is way overgrown already. See that? Her face. I can't see your eyes, Pumpkin. So I will like to use the scissors, but I'm gonna see if she lets me use the clippers. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. And that's as close as I'm going to get with the clippers, you guys, because I like to use the scissors to get closer. But this right here are great if you want to shave right in there. But I don't want to do that with her either. Because oh, she's so smart. She's like, well, I can go on her legs. You're so smart. So we're gonna do the X right here. And then we're gonna do the other X on this other side like that. And that's Lily barking. She probably, and that's Mila. It's like a team, you know, one barks and the other one does it too. All right, you don't have a lot of growth on these areas, but you did on here, so let's see. Good girl. Oh, it's boring? Is that what you're saying? It's boring? You already bored? And I'm just gonna get this here shorter. Good girl. I'm gonna cut this too because I don't want that to be too long. Okay, let me make sure I'm not making you look funny. Okay, so this hair right here, I'm just gonna cut it a little bit shorter. Let's see. There you go, like that. Let's see the other side. See how it just kind of pushes out. I'm just cutting it. She's really easy. If you have a dog like this, calm, it's really fun to do this. And then if you do it wrong, your groomer will be mad for sure. Well, why don't you just bring him to me? Why you keep doing that at home? It's like whenever you cut your hair and then you go to your hairstylist and your hairstylist is like, what happened to your hair? It's just like that, right, Uni? It's just like that. See, we can see her eyes now. I'm gonna get it a little bit closer. Mila. Okay. And she does get a little bit of tear stains there, but it's not a big deal. I'm always washing that every morning, the tear stains. But throughout the day, sometimes they get it. And that's normal, you know. I don't wash it again. I just wait until next morning unless it's really bad. They're by the door, so I think the neighbor just got here and they're barking. Come here, Mila. Shower time. She don't like showering, so if I say shower time, she's gonna go and lay down maybe. Shower time, Mila. All right, good girl. It's good girl. Uni, she's very calm, you know. I have a video when she was a puppy, like a very tiny puppy. And I was doing her little grooming and I was just cutting her hair. And when I got her, she had a lot of like black stuff on her ears. So that was really crazy because she was such a puppy and she already had really bad ears. But she's actually really good now. Her ears are nice and clean. And I'm not going to do anything on her ears because her ears are actually clean. Like there's nothing. And so if you ever look at your dog and their ears are clean, just leave them because you can cause an infection just by touching them because they have a microbiome in there. So, right? Yours is nice right now. But maybe in 2 weeks, I might have to like check again because it might be a little bit black stuff in there. So, and it's normal for them to have that kind of thing. But if it's too much, it's not normal, you know. You always want to be checking. Yeah, she's a good puppy too. Let's see. My dog is, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Are you like, I know this is gonna sound kind of hard, but are you kind of like thinking like she is, you know, like kind of going that way? I know it's sad, but I know that you love your puppy too, Lizzie. That's I always think of my dogs, you know. I feel like if King is the oldest one, the closer he gets to like 8 or 9, like I feel a type of way. And so mentally I'm preparing myself, you know, because I am attached to him. So I know it will be really hard for sure. Right, Lily? I'm in uni. I'm always confusing their names. Uni. Uni. Yeah, I know it's hard. I don't think nobody is. Yeah. Hi. Uni, what else can we do on you? Because you look already perfect. There's nothing else I need to do. Like her paws, they look fine to me, you know. I like to keep her a little bit fluffier because um, she gets cold quickly. But let's see, something that we can check is her butt. Hold on, Pumpkin. So her hair does actually grow. This hair on her tail, it tends to grow. So I like to keep it short as well. All right, turn around. All right, thank you. There you go. Stay there. So here I'm just gonna cut it because it is kind of long. Usually she will be standing up, but I've done this so many times that I'm okay doing it while she's sitting down. Hey, good girl. I'm just gonna do her ears a little bit sharper. And we'll do the other one. It's just something about the ears, like if you cut their hair, it just looks so nice after, like if they just went to the groomers. And I already told you guys about this. This right here smells so good. It's like if they just got back from the groomers. So I use this one a lot. They do have the bigger bucket, but I like to get the small one. It lasts me a long time. I use a little bit. So, and it's good for tear stain. So, Lizzie, maybe you should try this one too. But yes, that's it, you guys. I have I'm not gonna do Mila because honestly it will be really hard for me to show you guys with her. She is not very like friendly with anything that has to do with grooming. So I'm gonna leave it here. Plus it's already 40 minutes. But yeah, this is what I do to maintain my Yorkies nice and clean and looking nice. King, you want a shower? You guys, they hate that word, so I'm using it a lot. But yeah, this is pretty much, you know, just like to see their little eyes. And then in the morning time, sometimes I just wash their eyes. And when I take them to the park, I always come back and shower them. So today we didn't go to the park because I gotta go to work here in a little bit. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Lizzie, it was so nice that you joined me today here. Thank you. And we'll see you next time. Um, yeah, I hope you enjoying like YouTube is such a different platform for sure, you know. Uni, I love you. Uni. All right, you guys. We'll see you next time.